Prelude, Russian forces gain control of. I stopped reading. Looks like some sort of custom fortification complex here. Op 4 starting by northwest. And they're just going to come in. This is going to be a line formation operation, too. You got some trench lines made right here. This reminds me of the Peninsula fight on Altus that we saw like a year and a half ago. So it's a really thin AO. It's just going to be a line fight. Last time the Defenders won that one, so we'll see how this one goes, too. FNF world record kill time is 8 kills in 1.3 seconds. Oh, man. Brilliant. And multi-kills, man. Alright. We'll see how this AO is set up, but I'm going to be honest, early advantage I'm already giving to this one. Also, it does say who will win round 2 in that prediction. Thanks to whoever made it, but that should say round 3, but don't worry about it. I'm sure chat will understand. And again, after this round, we're going to transition to the DayZ. I'm probably going to play maybe 1 or 2 hours worth as we get to our NA branch. I might have to go AFK for a minute to help Bloodwing move groceries in, so. Ah, Don, it's okay. You tried your best. Now, if it was What's That did it, I'd belittle the shit out of him. Because he always bullies me. Literal caveman. And now we wait. I think they're just doing final closing arguments here. The tasks are... Oh, so one is an actual cache and the other one's an east wind device. Interesting. All right, we'll see the context. You don't bully, you keep me in place. You little shit. I don't think I need my place kept anymore at this rate because I've already seen all the evils there are to freaking see, and I already had my cringe phase, and you and Wolf and Bill beat me out of it, so, you know. Now I just keep my life private, like tying people up and having goats scream into the microphone. It's not that hard. Oh, and making fun of Falcon's Filipino girlfriend. That's another one. There's just so many options now. Oh my god, what's that? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, let's begin. Starting with Holton with the Miller phase, because of course. But anyway, briefing here. Made by Fred. That was some really convenient fucking timing. Okay. Year is 1987. In Chernarus, a meteor has struck the ground near a U.S. strong point. U.S. and Russian forces have been fighting in the area for years, with everything being heavily entrenched. The U.S. managed to secure an unknown element. Ah, fuck. Sorry, let me continue. If you know, you know. The U.S. managed to secure an unknown element, which is glowing and emitting a strange hum. The element is known as Element 115 and has been placed in a device to store and protect it. The Russian forces wish to destroy the device in order to gain access to the Element 115, as well as to destroy the cache of U.S. weapon supplies in the HQ. Imagine the trench lines going for 10 kilometers. Note, the intent of the mission is a quick siege. I hope you have fun. Op 4 has 20 total HE rounds, 30 total smoke, and 10 total illumination. I'm glad they list it there because us as commentators don't get that information. Mission rules. Do not climb on the tall rocks next to the device object. Your safety is not guaranteed. Ominous. Do not block any of the entrenched positions. Infantry should be able to go through all trenches walking normally. Fair. Game mode, destroy Element 115 and destroy weapons cache. Mission variables, standard round information, max view distance 500 meters, no magnified optics, nor NVG equipment. Defensive build points, though, is 250, which is double the average. That's quite a lot for Blue 4 to work with here. Mat settings, Blue 4 get 2 AT rounds, Op 4 get 2 AT and 1 HE round. Blue 4, we're going to skip them for now, actually go right to Op 4. Op 4 are doing the 1980s Russian Army khaki kits, basically Cold War. You have platoon lead, platoon sergeant, squad leader, team leader, auto rifleman assistant, grenadier IR. GRIR kits have the Hunt IR rounds, which are little grenade launcher rounds you fire in the air, turn into a parachutable camera. Which floats down on the ground. You can connect to it, get a bird's eye view of the AO. Really, really nice. Otherwise, machine gunner assistant, combat engineer, who have the choice of the following. 2 explosive satchels, which you can convert to throwables, 4 explosive charges that you can convert to throwables, 2 tripwire AT mines and 2 tripwire flare mines, and 3 AT mines. Otherwise, light anti-tank, medium anti-tank, 1 an assistant, medium anti-tank, 2 an assistant. Is there an X-ray on either side here? I do not see that. So the RI, RIS, and SNP roles do not matter. You have designated marksman, which is going to be an SVD, 4 OPFOR, crew lead, crewmen, pilots, medics, and then the base kit. Loadout weaponry-wise is going to be AK-74s, RPK, and a PKM for the LMG and medium machine gun, respectively. Light anti-tank is going to be the RPG-26 and disposable AT launcher. Recon doesn't matter because there's no recon slots. And then, yes! Oh! Crew and aviation. Hardest choice of the game is an AKS or an AKS. Now, people said I overdid it last week, so I'm not going to make the joke this week unless we see it in NA, but if you know, you know. Anyway, crew served weapons. Charlie and Delta both get a fucking mortar. Oh, that's going to be brilliant. Anyway, BTR 70 in play and a shit ton of transport BTR 40s for OPFOR. Looking at the rest of OPFOR slots, we have Holton commanding, Azuki leading Alpha HQ. Looks like he's merged everything. So under Alpha, he's got Potato, Grab, Vagrant, Zombie Forever, Buckets. Ironic is the name Zombie there. But anyway, Buckets, Nemo, Good Time, Saddam, Hunavar, Wayne, Fonz, Tinderbaner, and Hoba leading Bravo. Looks like they've merged everything together. It is Mittens leading Shun, Roche, Thaddeus, T-Bone, Jabi, Kabubi, Steve, Skip, and Wombat. Sayek is leading Charlie 1 here. He's got Depso and Timac under him. Pro Hunter leading Charlie 2 with Solomons, Rodriguez, and Thompson under him. Delta looks like is Delta 1 is merged with Delta HQ, so Shade squad leading with Maz, Guak, Roster, Band, Flux, Novex, Artisan, Dooley, and that's it. I might have missed one there, but that's fine. But otherwise, they're under Delta HQ, and then Delta 2 has K-Kier, Kane, Legal Action, NAFs, and Dream. So basically, Papega Pirates on the offensive faction here. And then Charlie HQ has Wise and Tolly taking the mortar crew there. We also have Purple Man in the background there. Interesting. Otherwise, looking at our Blue 4 kits, let me go ahead and get in a position to actually look at their AO here. And you got this massive trench line set up right here. Wow. That's a lot of trenches. Anyway, Dingo, be careful, because I can hear my voice hot micing through your mic. Just letting you know, buddy.
Oh, my microphone is actually deactivated, so I shall do further deactivations.
All right, man. Just letting you know. Otherwise, Nemesis is taking platoon lead from Scandi to lead Blue 4. Interesting. Fred leading Alpha HQ. Alpha 1 being led by Reapers with Mac Marine, Top Gun, Seismo, Lolo, and Sam under him. No Alpha 2 from the looks of things. Yep, scrolling all the way down. Bravo is being led by Yanni with Flash leading Bravo 1, Under Peyton, Cindy, and Flying Finn under him. Dom's leading Bravo 2 with Colasmito, Lurch, and Casual under him. Shy leading Charlie with G-Legs taking a crewman role. Patriot leading Charlie 1 with Norris, Wheaton, Bates, Mutant, Olaf, and Mackenzie under him. Erikiru leading Ash, Arcor, Tacklebear, Zog, Majorcon, and Banks under him as well. Yuru leading Delta HQ, Delta 1 having Lacarfor leading with Dawadox, Dawadox, I always pronounce that wrong, Leziak, Deca, whatever. And If No under him as well. So Scandi versus Papega, classic matchup you see in FNF. First objective is thoroughly marked. I mean, you got this little small search area here, but it's kind of obvious to see that this is where the element 115 is being contained. And then you have a cache, which is in a also small search area, which you can then say, you know, are in these two buildings, which is identifiable as a bunker and an observation tower. Here you got some smoke going for some top-down choppers. But otherwise, I mean, this will be a really cool CJO. Blue Force probably just going to charge right in, dismount, and then start pushing this in a line warfare style thing, because the map borders are literally up to the you know, actual borders here. A lot of overwatching towers, though. We'll see how both sides do. These tall towers are really just they're a blessing and the curse at the same time. Blessing, you get great overwatch. Curse, everything that you can overwatch can also shoot back at you. Righto, Falcon, have fun. Otherwise, yeah, not really much to say. Last time we saw a line warfare fight like this, the defenders won because they were just able to completely outpace the attackers. But in this sense, there is a lot of cover to work with here, a lot of defensive lines, just a lot of CQC that's going to be done with a lot of overwatching elements firing in. So maybe the attackers will have a better chance this time around, but we will honestly have to see. And yes, Element 115 is a reference to Call of Duty Nazi zombie stuff, which is why I was like, oh, that's cute when I saw it. And yes, this does feel very World War I-esque because of these massive trench lines. Beyond that, guys, I don't really have much else. I mean, Op4 could break through over on this side and then start trying to run down from this angle and trying to get in the back here. That is one opening that Blue 4 might have to divert forces to stop. But yeah, Another slight issue I'm seeing with these trench lines is they're tall trenches. There's no way for you to kind of look over to the next trench line. These are all just giant walls from this perspective. You do have some overwatching elements, but they don't have the best lines. So with some well-placed smoke grenades, you could actually just completely sneak through all this stuff. This little middle area on no man's land, though, this is where the most danger is going to be seen. Not a bad map for tripwire mines, though, in all these small concealed places. So we'll just have to see how that goes. And then here are the tall rocks that was mentioned not to climb on, because at this height you can't kill yourself if you fall down them. Yeah, you can have a few nice advantages here, some nice good angles, but once you start getting detected and shot at from that position, you have no cover. So it is a little messy. Otherwise, that is all I got. I am curious to hear what you guys think. We do have the prediction going. I mean, a Scan Your Recon versus Pepega fight in a CQC situation like this, I'm gonna lean on Pepega a little bit, because over the past few weeks, I've seen them kind of outperforming Scandi in situations like these, but Scandi have the better tactics, so they could easily turn this around, which is very interesting here. Alright. Bloodwind's running back. Eggplants and zucchinis. Zucchinis are nice. There's two recipes I have. I have an eggplant recipe for an eggplant parmesan. That's a really healthy recipe there, as long as you don't go too heavy on the fry oil. Or you can air fry it and then just salt it to get a nice taste that isn't, a direct fried taste. And as long as you're, going to the gym and sweating like a motherfucker, you won't have to really worry about the salt contact unless you're completely dunking it in it. But that's a good recipe to have. And then for the zucchini, what? What? Oh, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. Here's the thing. The defenders have always had the mortar, and they've been able to engage things properly. At the request of both platoon leads. Ah. I feel like he just put that in there just to shut me up. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Their decision. Platoon leads control how the op is run. So regardless of my opinion of it, I don't care. Whatever. Sorry, guys. I know you want to see more mortar deaths, but... oh, well. Ah, well. Could I fast forward teams? I've already covered the teams. Sorry to say. But again, some highlights. Op4 now only having smoke for mortars, which can still be useful, but I've never seen... I think I've only seen mortar smoke used once effectively on FNF across the 2 or so years I've been covering, so it's tough to say. Yes, they have a BTR 70 support, but it's going to be a little janky working it around these trench lines and whatnot. It could get some decent Overwatch elements, but I don't know. It's a tough call. Let's have MRS. Jesus Christ. I don't think there's any ammo depots that need frying here. I say as we're actually fighting an ammo cache, but you get my point. With Blue 4 with the 2 M2 turrets, you can put them on higher Overwatch elements like we already see this one right here. Some sandbags have been added. Blue 4 also has 250 build points, so they can build a shit ton of fortifications if they wanted to and really lock down a certain area. I could see Op4 just doing a massive outflank on the northern side, but that'll be difficult. We'll see how things go. Player list is... I'll just slowly scroll down it. Look, here's my stance on the thing, though. If both platoon leads... Because, in my opinion, whoever is in charge of everything in Operation PvE or PvP has total control over how things are run on their side. If both agree in a PvP fight to cut something, I'm perfectly all for that. I'm just then disappointed because, you know, you're all watching this because you like what's going on. So I don't want then something to be ripped away from you guys, which is, you know, what might disappoint some of you. So this is Homeworld music, Imperial Battle from Homeworld 1, which is the main song you hear every time you fight the Titan, but I digress. It's a good song to jam out to for PvP. I don't really have anything else to say on this AO. This is literally just going to be Op4 drives up to this T intersection, gets out, and then just, like, crosses through, you know? I think another caveat is Op4 does have HE rounds that can help them out here in the CQC. It just, I mean, technically it's also an indirect fire round, so we'll see how that goes, but some well-placed indirect fire from either a mortar or an RPG is gonna make people salty, so FNF's been going good. We'll see how things react from there. Homeworld Titan scaling is more broken than Vagrant scaling. For what? Homeworld 2 or Homeworld 1 Silver? We have 2 minutes. I can address that. Homeworld 1 scaling is not broken in my opinion because it forces you, if you want to build heavy fleets with capturing shit, it just gives you more shit to capture. However, it does make the Garden of, the Cathedral of Kadesh a really fucking annoying mission to do if you are not careful with how quickly you try to salvage multi-beam frigates, because they will just melt your fucking mothership. You have to memorize the routes that they come on and just immediately get salvagers on them. So, I mean, TLDR of that game is, in its campaign, it's a 3D RTS with spaceship scaling. And as you complete campaign missions, the game scales to detect how many ships you have, and then it scales the enemy ships to have a ratio which is preset, so they have always more ships than you at that ratio. Now with Homeworld 1, there's a feature where you can capture enemy ships and help you go above the predetermined unit cap. So if you go crazy in the early part of the campaign and capture everything you can, you are going to make the game much more difficult for yourself in the long run, which is, it gets bonkers. I'm going to do a playthrough of it soon and show you guys, because if you actually like max your unit cap early on and then start just taking everything you can, it gets fucking nuts. And it's funny as fuck. My geek is showing? I know. Alright, Blue 4 running around on the northern side here. Alright. What game? Homeworld. The original. Not the remastered version, which is really just a Homeworld 2 with a Homeworld 1 skin. But yeah, I get serious about that because Homeworld 3 is also... Oh, that's funny. Audited missions. Here's the thing about something like that, though. This is actually really important to fix shit like this because if you're trying to move up trench to trench, what's stopping someone from literally just camping right here and like picking at people's feet or throwing some well-placed grenades? Because that is across multiple trench lines there, and that's a little messy. Ooh. But the reason that you're going to start seeing me bring up Homeworld a little more often here and there, simply because Homeworld 3 is going to be coming out. They pushed it back from Quarter 4 2022 to, I think, Quarter 3 or Quarter 2 2023. And one of my goals is going to be to master that game and just fuck with people. Because I already do that in Homeworld 1 and Homeworld Cataclysm. If it's like Homeworld 2, though, I'm already gonna veto that idea because I did not like Homeworld 2's mechanics at all. Because that game almost always turns into a fucking battle cruiser rush. There's some other strategies you can do, but 80% of missions I have played were battle cruiser rushes. The hell? Ah, these are the smoke grounds going in by the mortars already. We've got OPFOR holding the forested areas here, though. Got some other forces coming around here. Have I played Stellaris? No, but it is a game I eventually want to try. So you got more of those explosions from smoke rounds coming in, so this is going to help, excuse me, this is just going to help OPFOR get their foot in the door. Got some GLs launch. That one might have hit a damn tree, but those large explosions you're hearing are the smoke rounds landing. So you got some GLs going on either side. But yeah, this will probably be like a 20 to 30 minute round, in all honesty. And you can see the tracer rounds of those smokes coming in, just all around. So Blue 4, they're doing their best to hold on trench lines with overwatching towers like these. And as you can tell, things are getting very, very loud. Never heard of Nebulous Fleet Command, but let's focus on this round, guys. During the next intermission as we go into DayZ, we can talk about it more, all right? Mainly for the VOD's sake, but now you got Blue 4 kind of all along this trench line, already starting to pull south because they think OPFOR's main attack is coming from this direction. So that could create a gap for an OPFOR squad to bypass if Blue 4's not careful. You have a Dishka on its own driving up here. What on earth? I'd love to see a Dishka just drive down this trench line for the memes. He just ran that poor bastard over. Oh! Oh my god! That was pretty damn funny for a few seconds. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. That was great. Alright, so now you got OPFOR doing this massive charge here. Blue 4 trying their best to hold out the opening fights here. Yeah, beep, 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 boop. It's like a Halo respawn sound, you know, the boop, 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 boop. So I'm really curious to see what Eric Kiru does right here. OPFOR's trying to bypass him, and he hasn't noticed that OPFOR's crossing on this other side, but OPFOR hasn't bothered checking around this side either. So he drops one. He's got GLs though, but now he's about to be Houdini'd. What was your plan? What was your plan there, sir? Oh, just literally turns the corner while reloading, only to get Magnum to the face. What was your plan, sir? How do you play this? Do exclamation point F and F, Opium, and then you can get set up by the NA branch, which happens in 2.5 hours. Again, exclamation point F and F, type that in chat. That should get you to their website, and you can get set up from there, buddy. Alright, so OPFOR's pushed to this first tower here. You see this line kind of bleeding in. OPFOR still holding these forces on reserve to potentially come around. I just realized I don't have exclamation point F and F in my title. That's a little awkward. That's fine. No problem, dude. Hope to see you in a few hours while when we cover the NA branch. Hi, Boo. Oh, is that the new, Nice. Thanks, Boo. So we have more mortar smoke landing here. That's what this little fire effect is. Yes, Boo? Yeah, go ahead. It's the new incense. Yes. All right. I do love the coordination of the smoke rounds we're seeing, though. That's basically to help OPFOR just advance right here. OPFOR could potentially have a breakthrough right here, but look, there's so much smoke going on that it's starting to make the smoke effects disappear because of all the detonations that are happening. Yes. I'm sorry if you're disappointed about it. Ooh, oh my god! That just blew 3 dudes away with 1 GL. Holy shit. Who did that? Fucking Azuki with a well-placed GP25 round. Just blew everything away. Oh my god. So Op4 now crouched advancing here. Blue 4, I think, realizing they're getting overwhelmed here. They might start pulling back. And otherwise, Boo. Oh my god, she's now licking my face. All right. Well, thank you, Boo. Hey! Hey! Alright, BTR-70 is up here. Trying to mag dump into this tower here. Was that a body? Yeah, so they've actually ended Freshly Ragdoll too, so they got one of those kills. But the BTR is going to basically help to suppress that location. I'm a little worried about Blue 4 here, because Op4 have quite a few guys pushing in. Blue 4 has suffered a few multi-kills. It's going to be hard to keep track of all the skulls, because this is the third round, so people usually are going to disconnect immediately when they die, which makes them disappear from my roster here. GLs are like candy, you just want to share the love. Yeah, right? Get more people in the explosive blast, the better. So this is at least going to stop Op4 from swinging around like I think they wanted to by pushing all their forces here, but based on this defense line, it's a little tough to say how this is going to work out. Right, Oivno. Sorry you didn't like this one. Blink twice if I'm being liked too much. I love my boo. Blue 4 throwing a grenade up here. It's not going to get enough momentum. GL Ricochet. But I mean, look at all those disconnects. Those represent people dying left, right, and center. Fred pulling back here. I'm just really worried about this Blue 4 group getting cut off. If Op4 can advance and cut them off from retreating, they might have enough elements to push in and take these two objectives. Because this central group is going to be able to push in mostly uncontested from their front. Well-placed grenade right here, but Op4 have broken apart. If this group continues to push, they're going to get caught by Charlie and probably stuck right here. It's really all about this center group, and then you still have this line pushing up on that. But if this center group doesn't push, Blue 4 might be able to then sweep their Bravo element south to north and just clean everything up. So there's room on both sides here for either side to win. But we need to see some more aggressive pushing here. Any UGL is really effective, it just has to be properly ranged. So I'm watching this group up here. Trying to get a feel. So we see Op4 pushing aggressively on this group. Blue 4 is deciding to hold this position as they now push south. Oh, it is satisfying always to watch Bunker get cleared out. And yeah, no, I know. Drumheller is, excuse me, Jester814 is really good with them. If you know Jester, you call him Drum. If you don't know, you call him Jester. But I've worked with that man since 2018 every Wednesday. It's always a treat of mine. And I am partially saying that as a fanboy. Anyway. So we got Op4 continuing to try to push up and be aggressive. They're using one of these bunkers here for cover. Op4 have shown they don't really want to advance on the north. Instead, they're kind of diffusing to the south to help with this one push. That could be their mistake. But maybe because they don't want to push through this area because one or two guys on Blue 4 are pretty much holding them out. Blue 4 getting some good grenade throws in here, doing a little bit of damage, but they're just not getting the angles that they want. That grenade, though. Oh no, it still got him. And another grenade gets even more Op4 guys here. Yeah, the grenade bait's been... Oh, man. That has negated some numbers here. I think Blue 4 are now in a good spot, because Op4 is getting stopped in this middle area of the trench line, what I like to call no man's land, in this little slit here. Wow, those words out of context I just said. Anyway, or taken out of context. But otherwise, Op4... Never mind. Up 4 trying to now push the blue 4 elements here out of the central area. We still got some blue 4 guys around. This guy I think was just previously unconscious. He's immediately going to morphine himself. Got to be careful not to lower his heart rate too much though. As you have this line still kind of faltered here, but that's keeping the blue 4 guys pinned up there. And then you have the remaining Op 4 guys that were on the smoke mortars now coming in. They might drive up a little bit closer to reinforce. But I think blue 4 has a really good handle on the defensive lines where Op 4 is attacking from. But if Op 4 were to remass in the center and push, I think they'd be able to at least snipe the first objective, maybe get their foot in the door on the second. So this is just all about positioning at this point. If I don't hear drum dropping F-bombs within 5 minutes of first contact, then I know something's wrong. A lot of suppression going out here as Op 4's trying to push a few forces up, but they're getting immediately eliminated here as they go through this open area. I mean, if they're hitting a brick wall, they should try to reposition, but now you got blue 4 trying to sweep as Op 4's trying to push center. Oh, God. Oh, that grenade. Watch this. These grenades, man. Absolutely devastating. All right, so Op 4 is trying to hold. GL's going up on that position. He's trying to get in that little slit right there so he can hit what's in here, but just wasn't able to range them in. I mean, it's a tough shot to make. Now, you still have this BTR pushing up, and it is still suppressing people in these bunkers. They're using this as a literal marksman rifle here, trying to get it in this slit here to hit those guys. That was a brutal flanking attack by Blue 4 here, and they can still continue to close the gap, but you also see that they're starting to fold a little more eastward because some of them are just trying to get into these defensive areas. These guys right here are in a good position to keep taking out Op 4 flanking, and I'm going to be honest, number advantage-wise, I think Blue 4 have the numbers now, and they have the positioning to do a lot of damage. So Banks up here, he's a medic because he's got that medical backpack, so he can heal himself, but if he starts poking his head out trying to eliminate people, he is going to do a lot. More grenades going off over here as Blue 4 are trying to push out of this area. We've got more grenades being thrown in, though. Oh, some nasty GLs being fired as Op 4 attempts to hold. Did you What is up with people misthrowing satchels today? That just killed him. Amazing. And you can tell because he's freshly ragdolling. Actually amazing. Friendly fires with satchels. It's a new thing in FNF, but it keeps freaking happening. Christ, I've written 3, 6, 9... I've written 12 highlights down for this fucking branch. Good God. It's a monster. Yeah, over the damn trenches again. No, C-types you can throw farther than satchels. C-types in Star Sim, you can throw those farther than satchels. I used to throw C-charges all the time. So Op 4 moved their mortars up so they can be more effective at smoking Blue 4's attack line here, but numbers-wise, it's difficult. Blue 4 have the number advantage, but they're all scattered around, but I want to see what Banks does in this one position. He needs to lean his head out and start picking people off. Because it's a very niche position. But beyond that, I don't really see this being effective here. So yeah, we hear that gunfire. Banks, he's just literally laying here being super defensive, which I get, but it... I don't know. Sometimes when people are in positions like this, if it was Falcon or Bay or a Papega Pirates member, they would be a little more aggressive. But then you have some players that are just super defensive and just hide this out, you know? I'm not sure if he has any grenades left. Waiting to make that move. Spirit of the game, sir. Shut up. See, now he literally has an op4 guy like right below him. But he's just... What's he even looking at this angle? He's just watching that area over there. I'd love to see an op4 guy just walk up and then dome him. But everyone has a different play style, you know? Shit happens. Alright, so we got op4 charging up here, but they're getting picked off. Again, it's the explosives, man. That's what's really winning it here. Are these explosive plays with either UGLs or grenades. I guess handhelds with the proper term. This BTR still hasn't been taken care of. I'm actually curious here. Yeah, he's gotten 2 kills with it. That's not too bad. At the 18-minute mark. All right, so we got platoon folding in, which means they ran out of mortars here. Blue 4 right now have a very slight number advantage, but both sides are really loosely oriented here. Something's got to give. See, the thing is, Banks, if he was like overwatching the objective, like if he was in this tower and he was just overwatching that, I would go, okay, no, that's a good call. But this one, again, it's such a niche position and he's had dudes running around below him. He could make a really good play there, but he's just choosing not to because he was knocked out and he wants op4 to not think there's someone up there. But he's not going to have an opportunity anymore to do anything. So again, I think op4 is going to be able to get up to that first objective, destroy it. That's going to make Blue 4 all start to conceal around that position. And then we have a few op4 guys that might be able to sneak in. So it's still anyone's game because both sides are so loosely oriented. Ah, man. Now the question is, here has explosives to detonate that. Because that's just a satchel and done. Ooh, hold on. And he's got a PKM. Nemo could really get some fatal funneling in here. We do have Mac Marine on 4 kills with a 249. All right, Nemo, come on, buddy. Falcon says you're new. I believe in you. All right, there's one. Whiplash aggroed on that. Basically a pro already. The PKM push! No! Oh, he literally had the barrel on his face. Oh, I thought Nemo had him. Nemo! Oh, I thought he had Whiplash there. But I guess he actually did have Whiplash, and then Whiplash slaughtered him. Then the real Whiplash killed him. Steve, please tell me you didn't just shoot Holton. Oh, dear. I don't know, op4's numbers are pretty jank. Is Banks still up here? Yeah. Of course he is. I do appreciate the angles that they built these fortifications on to give them this level of Overwatch. Why did you miss the AT? A missed AT shot makes me a sad Liru. Oh my god, who's that? Norris with a machine gun on 5 kills. So I only say Norris is a really powerful threat when he has that 249, and he just happens to have that 249 and he's got 5 kills, so. Oh man. GL going off by Guac. Op 4's down to, I think, 6 players at this point. You got 3, 4, 5, and then there's 2 in that BTR. So 7. Wait, no, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Meanwhile, Blue 4 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 to 8. It's a little over a 2-to-1 advantage. Oh yeah, the 249 is one of, if not the best auto rifle for like general purpose shit. I would argue for like a bipoded defensive position, the MG3 or the MG42 is the best for like a defensive position because the sheer amount of rounds and hate it can put down. With its fire rate, you can have it with 296 round magazines if you're doing an MG42. Yeah, the MG3 would not be your general purpose. Like, that's a defensive machine gun, but your 249 is your all-around, like, best general purpose machine gun, in my opinion. But with any medium machine gun, it is all about resting your weapon. The only weapon that kind of breaks that rule is the PKM and PKP. That one has a little bit better handling out of all the MMGs out there for Arma. But Guac, you lucky son of a bitch. Op 4 is down to 5, I think. Where'd the BTR go? They're down to 4. I mean, it's Maz and Arma Jesus down here. Those are 2 pretty good players. Oh, he's about to be flanked. But the 249 gives no shits. He just got blown up and did not care. Oh, the grenade! I love grenades. Well, yeah, the technical term of GPMG is 7.62 and beyond. But I'm actually saying from a tactical standpoint for general purpose, and when I say general purpose there, I mean for offense and defensive capabilities, the M249 is your all-around good gun for that shit. Are they gonna go around and flank him from the outside? You're gonna noob tube him. You son of a bitch. Oh my god. Oh. 13 highlights today. Woo! I'd do it in his shoes, a free kill. And unfortunately, McLean had a light machine gun. That's it. Is all of Op 4 dead? No, there's still a dude in a BTR. Oh, man. I think this is GG because Grav is not going to leave that. He's probably going to stay in the turret. No, he's just playing dead in there. It's over. 50 cal's now firing into there. All right, I'm gonna give it till the top of the hour. If the admins don't call it, then I'm calling it, because there's no offense to Grav. I don't see him running the solo play here. Blue 4 is just too much congealed here. There's... Did he just get sniped out of it? Yes, he did. Amazing. All right, guys. We're gonna now transition to some DayZ, and then probably do that for an hour. I think Bloodwing's cooking dinner upstairs. I might have to take a break to go eat dinner, but otherwise, we will be back for NA in, let's see, 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers. Have a good one. All right.